the night in the green wood. Someday, my sweet, don't need no Messiah. Dirk's come to bash
Hey everybody, and welcome to Sunday Mass. It is Dirk on iBashers, Nemini Padri Fili Spiritu Santi, where we talk all things watches and cats and all the stuff we love to talk about. And I'm grateful to be here with you today. Sorry I'm an hour late, but I needed to take a little nap. I was a little tired. Yesterday was a really tough day. I'll just give you a brief update without divulging too much information. My mother-in-law had a very, very rough day. She's got pneumonia. It's complicated with some other things, and having some trouble breathing, and we're trying to really get that sorted out for her and the incredible staff at the hospital. I want to thank everybody for being so wonderful. It's tough. It's a tough day. It's a tough day on my father-in-law, Dave, who's the guy that got me really interested in watches, especially Omega. And thanks to everybody who reached out and said such nice things without getting into too much detail for her privacy and out of respect to her. Thanks to everybody for that. And it was just a really touch and go-y kind of day. And it still kind of is. We're just hoping that everything goes according to plan, and modern science and all this great stuff is really helping out. So thanks everybody. Let's start out and be joyous about being here on this beautiful planet and say hello to Andrew Wolkowicz, who's number one with Canadian $2. Happy Sunday. Upvote and subscribe. Be safe. Be well. Indeed. And we start out with the super chat gong, as we always do. Thank you, dearest Andrew. Ray, it's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. I love that song. I haven't heard it in so long. I bet you we were all so sick of it when that song came out. God, I think it came out 24 years ago. I think that album came out in the year 2000. Wow, that's a long time ago. I remember when that record was brand new. I bought two records that day. I bought Sing When You're Winning by Robbie Williams, and I bought the U2 record. And I remember loving the U2 record immediately and listening to it like crazy. And then it took me a while to get into the Robbie album. And then that wound up being my favorite Robbie album. Best album he ever made, I think. Daniel Gutierrez, number two is in the room. He says, hello, bastards. Happy Sunday and long weekend. That's true in the United States. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, so that is a federal, or as you'd say in the UK and Ireland, a bank holiday. So everything's kind of shut down on a federal level. And a day of quiet, which we need here in the US for sure. Dave Fahrenheit 451 upvoted, hey man, how are you? Melly C's in the room. Happy Sunday, Father Dirk and all the Bashers. Remember where there is life, there is hope. Yeah, and that's what the theme of today's show is. It's hope. Smarts and kindness and all the things that people do, like these wonderful people that are getting together for her and applying their knowledge and their strength along with hopes and prayers and all those kinds of things to get great people. She's one of the greatest people I've ever known, smartest person I've ever known, and kind of makes she's the rock that makes us roll, as we say in the rock community. Without her, there's not very much forward movement. She's just keeps it all together for all of us, myself included, in so many ways. Julian's here. Greetings to Dirk's mom-in-law and both Christine, myself's prayers. Thank you so much, dear Julian. So much illness in our midst, sending you a virtual candle. Thank you so much. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Indeed, what a great line that is. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Indeed. Sunday is a day to refuel your soul and be grateful for your blessings. Take a deep breath and relax. Enjoy your family, your friends, and a cup of coffee. I'm doing that right now, courtesy of Drew B. I'm at the very. I'm kind of. What am I doing? I'm. What is that word I'm looking for? I am. I know I can't think of the word off the top of my head. When you during wartime rationing, I am rationing off the Drew B coffee because I love it so much, and this beautiful. Henkel's glass, Zwilling glass from the incomparable handsome Joe LaFaro. And the Drew B coffee. Thanks so much. Mart says it's raining outside, but who cares? It's Basher Sunday. I'll tell you something about rain in New York. We haven't had any in months and months and months. And that's crazy because we usually get quite amount of rainfall in the autumn time. And we've not gotten a single drop of rain since, I want to say, July. And that's bad. Now, had it been springtime, we'd be screaming drought and, stop using your washing machines and stop doing all this kind of stuff. But nobody said anything yet. But man, I'll tell you, it's dry out there. It's dry. There's wildfires going on in northern New Jersey, and you can smell it. I could smell it out on Long Island yesterday when we were at the hospital. You could smell it. And it's funny, we didn't put two and two together. I was like, God, everybody's using it. It is a little chilly today. We were saying, oh God, everybody's using their fireplaces and getting their fireplaces primed for winter. It isn't that. It is permeating the entire New York metropolitan area. These wildfires, like they usually only hear about in California, due to some jackass who throws a joint or a cigarette in a forest or people with unattended campfires and they let them go awry, things like that. But it's all over the place here in New York City. I mean, there's this, it seriously just smells like a burning ember everywhere you go. So that's bad, but we're supposed to get rain tonight and we welcome it in the biggest way. Prush Stuttgart is here. Cheers, Bastards. Prush Stuttgart. Cheers to you too. And here's Dean. Let's go, Bashers. He's got a nice little drink. JHB, hey buddy. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. I had the privilege to see David Gilmour last night at the Garden with my 11-year-old son. At 78 years old, it was unreal how good he is. Man, David Gilmour is incredible. His wife's got a big mouth and she needs to probably shut up, but he's terrific. Of course, he's one of everybody's favorite guitar players. Man, I saw some video shots from Gilmour's performance. I think he sold out 6 nights at the Garden. What a testament to longevity and to crafting fine music. I don't know how many people can say that. Who are the people that are the Rolling Stones? Of course, Roger. I think he's done touring. He's been touring forever and ever and ever, and those two don't get along. And they're both pushing 80. If Roger's not already 80, he might very well be at 80 or more. He was doing the Wall and playing stadiums, but it was the other way around for a really long time. After he left Pink Floyd, they went on to play stadiums for years and years and years, and he was playing podunk nowheres. And he finally built his brand back up and started playing many tours. Roger, had this, because he wrote most of the stuff for Pink Floyd, but David Gilmour being a very integral part of that sound. And well, maybe not entirely on the writing end, certainly his guitar playing and his singing. What a wonderful singer he is. And no, I didn't get to go. I didn't get to see anybody. Maiden played last night. My friend Steve sent me a shot of him and Bruce Dickinson together, and I was like, how did you do that? I hope he didn't. But because we have a lot of ins in the rock and roll world. So I'm figuring he got in there through a friend. I heard it from a friend who he's got connections. I hope he wasn't part of that meet and greet crap. As you know, I'm not a fan of the meet and greets. Especially, I don't think Maiden have such a thing because they have a lot of integrity. You wouldn't see David Gilmour doing that. You see Taylor Swift doing that and Kiss doing that and all these the smaller baby bands or the bands that never quite made it, Quiet Riot, and people who had notoriety but don't have lasting, they're not institutions. You don't see bands like Maiden doing that because I would think that Bruce Dickinson is very outspoken, would say that that's a load of crap. But, when you have somebody like, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, it's time for everybody to get backstage and give me your money so I can see you for 5 minutes. And maybe I'll even sign a guitar for you. That to me is disgraceful when you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars and you're milking your fans out of, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for the milliseconds of being in your presence. And then the opportunity to spend money on one of their used stage instruments, which aren't. One of the roadies grabs one of Paul's throwaway guitars, hands it to Paul Stanley. He goes, "It's been a month or two, woo!" And he throws it off stage, and then that's the guitar you buy for 10 grand that's signed by him. I just don't agree with that. I don't like bands like that. But I understand when you're on the road and you're in Night Ranger or one of these bands that are, what do you call them? Like, if Pink Floyd and Taylor Swift are A-listers, maybe the C-listers and beyond, I would say I understand why you might have these special packages. Maybe some people actually come backstage and they meet their idol or whomever they're a fan of, and maybe they spend some actual quality time with them, get to know them a little bit, exchange ideas. Who knows? I'm sure that there are people who are more genuine when it comes to the meet and greet thing. But why I went off on that rant, I just don't know how he did that. I mean, I'm sure he's got connections because we could have pulled that off. I've met Bruce a million times, and he's a very interesting, quirky guy. Ken Furby, bless you, Dirk, for the rest and the rest of you bashers. Time for some Sunday fun. Step away from the tea and crumpets, Vicar. God, I haven't had a cup of tea in a long time. I'm such a coffee convert. It just happened to me, Kevin Landon upvoted number 17. Thanks for the 17th upvote. Happy Sunday and best wishes to Dirk and all the best. Special wishes for quick recoveries to Patricia. Oh, thank you. Jerome Alley and Carolyn Martin, plus all those who are sick or hurting. See, that's who the bashers are, man. You guys are incredible people. Thank you so much for that. It really helps, man. Hope is I was watching when I was taking my little nap. I have my iPad on the headboard. And I watched usually some kind of science thing. I was watching Carl Sagan talk about faith, religion, and hope. And he's my favorite person that's ever walked the face of this earth. A deeply passionate man about science and other things. And he basically said that religion and faith is there when you don't have proof. When you need proof of things that you can't have. And I agree. You kind of hope that all of this stuff, even though we're on this rock in the middle of nowhere, you want to think that something wonderful propelled it all, started it all, is in control of it all. And I do. And I definitely do. Because nothing happens by itself. Everything's for a reason. There's a purpose for everything. I do believe that that's true. I don't know if I believe in fate or anything like that, but I do believe in positivity and strength in numbers. And it's certainly better for everybody if we're all on the same page and cheering each other on, which is great. Thanks, Kevin. Kaloy's here, upvoted and have a blessed Sunday with his meteorite day date. Look at that. That's crazy. Watch. Angelo Manikillo, any updates on the Cyber Beast? Very excited. Very excited. Just watched James May's review of it. Very interesting. If you like James May, and I do, he took it for a spin, and that's always fun because he's he's part of that whole crew. I wonder if Dirk could have some background music playing as we wait for the show to start. I wish that were true. I'm sorry I pushed it back an hour, but I was like, you know what? My head is just not straight. I need to just clear it up. Lord H is in the room. Da 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 da. Lord H, Scotty H. Hi, all. Great to see you live in the room. Amazing. Watch flares. Hello, evening. My most enthusiastic contrafibularities to one and all. Well, hello, watch flares. The beautiful Jocelyn Bittenbenders here. Happy Sunday, Father Dirk, and to all the beautiful bashers. I hope you find some joyful things to celebrate today. I hope so too. Good news is all I want because I'm not there today. After the show, I'm open if they need me there. I haven't had a chance to go to my sister's house, my beautiful sister Pat, to help her convalesce with her since her situation, her surgery. My sister Carrie was there doting on her, which I'm grateful for. We're spread a little thin right now. As you get older, man, kids, when you're younger, embrace the freedom and the devil may care-ness of life. Embrace it. If you're, in your 20s and 30s, forget about the teens because you can do anything you want. You're invincible, Superman, Superwoman. But embrace the freedoms that you have. Hopefully you haven't gotten anything through anything traumatic. But as we get older, people get sick, people get hurt. And you just have to step up to the plate. And, it's hard. It's hard. So devil may care. Devil may care. The youth's devil may care, which is great. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. You're a beautiful soul. I'm wearing my habit rouge as always. I feel complete. Carolyn Martin, the girl with the wrenches in here. Hello, oh, hello, beautiful Carolyn Martin. She's doing very, very well in her convalescence. And she's working so hard, as you know, because she's a machine. She's working super duper hard on getting back to her nonstop routine, because this is a woman that refuses to stop. She doesn't like to smell the coffee. She likes to keep on working. If it's not for her, if it's for others, she's an incredibly charitable, beautiful person. Andy M., good evening, Father Dirk, and best wishes to all. He says good evening because he's in the UK. Jocelyn sends healing thoughts to my mother-in-law, to you. Thank you so much. It was rough, Jocelyn. It's really rough when, and you know what the worst part is? That you're always waiting for that doctor to show up, because the nurses, let's face it, nurses are the champions of the world. They really are. They are the miracle workers, because they are the frontline people. They are the people where you get all your information, all of your support, and all the therapeutic people, the people that I've met since she's been in the hospital, as when my parents were in the hospital, and anytime I visited somebody, it's the nurses or the frontline people. Then the doctors kind of stroll in and they give their kind of patented responses. And I guess it's in their nature to be a little bit more cold and calculated, because that's their job, whereas the nurses are the one that provide the comfort and the healing and the amazing rawness of it all. So yeah, thanks so much for that. And we've been getting it from those people too, and from beautiful people like you. Fergal's in the room. Hey, Dirk and the Bashes, peace to you all. Prayers for your mother-in-law. Thank you so much. She's gonna need it all. She's I will just say that in her life, and she's young. She's a young woman. She is still currently, she's an executive assistant to one of the most high profile people in the world. And her job is to run other people's lives efficiently and to make things go off without a hitch. And that has proven true in our lives, where every single thing, if it's us going on a vacation or a holiday, if it's Christmas, holidays, all the things that need to get planned and perfected, she has always been the person on that side of my family that accomplishes all those things without asking. She is the one that calls you and says, this is what's happening. This is how it's being done. This is your flight number. This is the hotel. These are the booking. It's incredible, because that's what she does. She's amazing. And I can only imagine how difficult it is for her to have to take a step back and not be the one providing all of that for everybody. It must be really, really hard. Eric B., the second solo in Comfortably. Yeah, I mean, sure. The second solo, right? The one I can't play. I can play the first one perfectly. But the second one, there's some tricky little bits in there that only David Gilmour has that flair for. And it's amazing how many people screw that up. And you know which part I'm talking about. It's like, I guess if I worked on it, I could get it. But yeah, the second one is the tricky bit. That's the only one. People can fudge that solo and do a pretty good job of it, but it's the second part of it that only David Gilmour nails every single time. That's very true, Eric. Carlos Paggy's in the room. Hey, Father Dirk and all the faithful bashes. Great to see you. Looking great. Eric B., charging $80 for a selfie with them. See, doesn't it just make you crazy? Doesn't it just make you crazy? Let me see if I could go grab that. Let me go to my messages. I think I can do that. I'm going to grab that picture from him. Where is it? There it is. That's the picture I want. Yeah, I think I can. Save photo. Okay, but I want to drag this picture. I can do this from here, right? Yes, I can. I'm going to email that to, here we go, to Basherdirk at gmail.com. Bruce. Good. Now I'll have it in the Gallery of Bastards. And I will show that to you too. So it'll be fun. We could have it on the show. Why not? Thanks so much for that. JHB $4.99. Bruce flew missions for the RAF. He did indeed. Hope your mother-in-law is feeling better soon. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so very much very touch and go yesterday. Like we actually thought we might lose her yesterday, and that's how bad it was. And it was just an oxygen thing. Not fun. Not fun. I hope nobody ever gets that kind of situation where they're faced for something as terrible as that. I bless you and all of your families. If I have any real Father Dirk responsibilities, I bless each and every one of you. In name di Padre, Fili, Spiritu Santi. Thank you, JHB, with $4.99. Let's give you the Super Chat Kong 2. Yeah, Bruce is crazy. He's grounded now because he's 65. So, or he might even be 66. He's born in 58. Yeah, he's 66 now. His birthday was in August, I believe. He's 66. Yeah, so he can't fly commercially. He can fly privately, like he cannot fly a commercial jetliner anymore. That it's done. So, if anybody, he did this very cool interview last week where he talked about his career, and it was better than his book. Now, I read his book when it came out last year. What Does This Button Do? Or 2 years ago. It was very weird how he didn't mention his family, nothing about his family, his marriage, his kids, nothing. It was just his career. Whereas he was a little bit more in depth in this interview, which was really, really good. But it's funny, he's grounded. So there's no more Ed Force One, which was their 757 and later their 747 aircraft that they flew, he flew, which is amazing. Andrew says, I remember when guys would pay $20 for a Polaroid with some stripper. I guess the meet and greet is the same. It is the same. Probably some that believe the stripper or artist actually will like and remember them. Well, if you go to Disney World or any kind of amusement park and you get on a ride, before you get on the ride, they take pictures of you going, and then they present them to you at the end of the thing. And a lot of those pictures get thrown out because people say, screw you. I'm not paying for that. And, it's just been going on for years and years and years where people want to pay you for the privilege of meeting somebody, which I just don't think that that's great. I think it's absolutely terrible for anybody to do that. It should be their honor to meet you, because without you, they are nothing. Without the fans, the artists are no one. You're just that guy or girl who has a keyboard or a microphone in your room. And without those fans, the people that have given you the opportunity to tour the world, and I don't care even what level it's on. If you go to a club and you've got 50 to 100 people there, thanks to them. If you're Taylor Swift and you have a stadium full of people, you shouldn't be charging people for that luxury of meeting you. It should be your honor to meet them, because without them, you're nothing. I've always felt that way. Horrible. Handsome Joe LaFaro, happy Sunday Bashers. Better late than never. It's great to see you live, my dearest. Thank you. Happy Sunday Bashers. Yeah, of course. Great to see you, buddy. Just a day of reflection, where we don't go too heavily into I'm going to ask you guys a question when we do the Gallery of Bashtards today, because I told you, and I'm going to say his name now, Joey, who is works at the hospital where my mother-in-law is. Great guy, watch aficionado. I saw him all day yesterday. Terrific guy. And I'm trying to help him. I dated his Longines. He's got a beautiful Longines with small seconds. And he's the guy that showed up with the No Time to Die. He's got some very, very cool pieces. He showed me his collection. I don't have a copy of that because he showed it to me on his phone, but I do have pictures of his Longines because I spent last night dating it. And I do have some friends and people that know more about Longines than I do. But he had a very funny situation, and I'll tell you what it is. Ready for this? He inherited it. He lost his dad several years ago. He's a wonderful young guy. He's 27, not 23. And he's off to a spectacular career in medicine. Smart, amazing guy. Lost his dad, very sadly. And he inherited a couple of pieces. And one of them was a Longines, beautiful watch with a very curious band on it. And an even curiouser back case. So my initial impression was that, and I've not handled this, I've only seen pictures of it. So my initial impression was that the watch was good. The case back was probably fitted later on because it looked suspicious. It looked over polished. It had a number on it, which made no sense. But yesterday I asked Joey to get a little rubber ball and take the back off, take a picture of the movement, blah, 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 blah. And I was able to discern the actual serial number of this watch and its movement. And it didn't match up with that case back in any way. Discovered the watch was made in 1958. So that much is true. The band, I have not been able to scour the internet. Well, I've scoured the internet. I've not been able to determine whether or not that band or that back case is legit. I also have not been able to find a similar model with the same small seconds. It looks like it has like an extra medallion on top of the dial or an insert, whereas everyone else looks like it's more hand painted or screened onto the actual dial. You know that, and I love a good mystery. Like when Paul got his 53 speed Seamaster calendar, there was a couple of questions about that too, like the crown was not original and a couple of things that I wanted to get done. But here's the story. So this wonderful kid, Joey, sends it off to Longines. That's the way to do it, right? And they sent him back a letter saying, we don't have the parts to fix this, but we'd be happy to replace it for you. For $1,600, you can have this model. And his watch is gold. It's 18 karat gold. And they said, we'd be more than happy to give you this stainless steel entry-level Longines as a replacement. Like, in other words, we'll keep yours. You take this only for a difference. And the difference was, several $100s. They were valuing his watch at like, whatever, $1,650 or whatever. They wanted him to pay to keep his old watch and give him a new shitter, which is crazy. So, and of course he said no, thank you, Lord. He's a smart guy. He's got a great collection. He's got a date just. He has a Speedmaster. He's got some very, very cool pieces. He's already off to an amazing collection. Amazing young man's collection. I mean, this guy's got good taste. He's got a Tudor chronograph. Carolyn Martin, you'd love this watch. And so the Longines thing, he decided to let me go find that now. And I'll pull him up. Ready? So here we go. Let's pull him up. This is thank you, thank you, handsome Joe LaFaro. Let me get you off the screen for now. I'm going to show you the situation with his watch. So this is his watch. It's very interesting. And the crown is original as far as I can tell. It's a very, very thin crown, isn't it? But if you look at the small seconds, it's got this very interesting kind of protruding medallion on it, and it's got 60, 15, 30, and 45. It has no model to discern whatsoever. Sort of Dolphine hands with the 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, and 8, which is definitely a different weird thing. First thing I noticed was the major gap between the bracelet and the spring bars. There's some extra real estate there. So the reason why, of course, I thought that that's not the original band, because I think that band's too small for that watch. That would make sense. And if you look on the bottom, it's even worse. Way, way worse. But a beautiful white linen dial. Absolutely gorgeous. It's in really nice shape, the watch itself. Like I said, I haven't handled it. But here's the back case. And here is here's its gold designation. So it is a gold back case. But here is the wonderful movement. Can I blow this up even better? These pictures, these are the ones he sent me. So basically it says Longines, it says 17 jewels. It's got the serial number and the movement on it. And it works very, very well. But if you really can see that the spring bar being completely missing at least a millimeter, if not two, on both the top and the bottom. So this is the watch. It is a 1958, but I've not been able to find the watch with this. I've been able to find the 10, 12, 2, 4, 8, and 6. That's not been a problem. Problem I've been having is finding this small seconds to have this exact thing so I can get the model number. But anyway, we're getting to the bottom of this. And of course, it's been keeping my mind off of my, all my other woes. And it's really interesting. If anybody is a Longines expert out there or knows a lot about Longines and wants to offer their opinion, it is, as you know, you can always send it to Basherdirk@gmail.com. That is Basherdirk@gmail.com. Send that to me, and I'd be grateful, and Joey would too. This is a wonderful young kid who's got so much knowledge already and so much great taste. And isn't that wonderful? That's for you, Joey. We talked about it yesterday. Yeah, let's get back to the comments. See who's up there in the world. Oh, Carolyn Martin. Earthquake just reported to hit Cuba and felt all over this Central Florida. Is that right? Wow, that's unbelievable. I didn't hear about that. Joe LaFaro says hearts and prayers for all those healing. Indeed. And Vasilios, hey, buddy. Great to see you with your Grand Seiko. Andrew says, don't stress out of pushing the show back. Everyone should take time to decompress when needed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Carolyn Martin with $9.99 for my hubby who's watching. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you. I know your name, but I'm not going to say it online. I love you too, and am glad that you've been my partner for 40 plus years. Let's hit him up with some balloons, right? Hold on a second. I should have these fat. I need to put the balloons on a can I make a hot button for that? I can't. Let's do that again. Balloons, confetti. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday, dear Carolyn Martin's husband, whose name I know, but I've never said it live. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. You know who you are. Thank you, darling, so much. Oh, that's so wonderful. I wish him a happy birthday. Mart says, and I'm Bronson. Look at beautiful Bronson. Speedy wishes to quick healing to your mother-in-law after all family counts before everything. Before everything, man. Before everything. Love is everything, man. Happy birthday to Mrs. Martin. It's not her birthday. It's her husband's birthday. Oh, that's so wonderful. Kiss is a master at that. Yeah, unfortunately they are. You know, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. It's time for all of our fans to get together and reach deep into their hearts and their pocketbooks and give me your money. As a lifelong Kiss fan, I know what they do that's crappy, you know? And that's the thing that they do. I mean, you know, they sell caskets and they sell anything they could stick a Kiss logo on. And it's gross. Listen, I have a real fondness for the music and for what they did for me when I was a kid and all the amazing shows I saw. But like, you know, why don't you come to our show? Pay $1,500. We'll give you mediocre seats. You come backstage and you get to meet the two guys who wear other people's makeup. I mean, they got two scabs in Ace Frehley and Peter Criss makeup, and then you get to meet Gene, who'll probably hit on your mother or your sister. And then you got Paul Stanley, who's just going to be aloof and say, are you here to buy guitars? It's just gross. It's gross. Kevin Hawthorne, talking about paying it forward. Good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. A guy who pays it forward every single day. Great to see you, Kevin. Trademark your image and your likeness. Then tell the artist that they owe you money for the... Man, that's a great thing if you could do it. Because, you know, when Ace Frehley and Peter Criss rejoined Kiss, they no longer owned their makeup. So, I mean, it was just stupid. Jocelyn says, I attended one of Bruce's evenings with Bruce Dickinson events, and while it leaned more towards Maiden stuff, he did talk a little bit about his personal life. Yeah, I guess if you went to see that, I wanted to see that too, and I didn't get around to it. I just don't know what it is. I so rarely, if ever, go to live performance. Maybe because I went to so many when I was a kid. I wanted to see the Geddy Lee book thing too, and the one he did at the Beacon Theater here in New York. Alex Lifeson came out. Oh, man. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that. I believe Bruce did it at the Beacon Theater also. Yeah, the book was interesting. I mean, he's a very smart, obviously he's a polymath. He's an Olympic fencer and a poet and amazing rock singer and, you know, a pilot and all these things that he does. He does everything so well. He's a novelist. I mean, he's written children's books, The Adventures of Lord Iffy Boat Race, which I have. You know, I bought them. And it's, you know, it's for kids, but it's fine. That's great that you went to that. That's cool. Angela Minikilla with Canadian $20. Beat my head against so many artists, managers, and record companies. I was talking about you all day yesterday, by the way, because we were talking about Massey Hall and record company people about better appreciating their fans and patrons. I can't understand it either, you know. And there are bands like Rush, and bands we're all fans of that do treat their fans with the respect that they deserve. Because they know without them, they're nothing. You know, without you, I'm nothing. Who said that? I mean, somebody extremely intelligent said it. Is it not Shakespeare? who knows what it was. But thank you, Angelo Minikillo, for the 20 balloons. Let's give you something really cool for that, because that's a big one. That's a mega super chat. You're a legend, and keep us updated on the Cyber Beast. Did you watch the James May review? It's fun because he's an interesting guy. I didn't realize what gigantic hands he has. He's because that Cyber Beast steering wheel is very small, almost aircrafty. But James May, I guess he's a pretty big guy. I was like, oh wow, I was thinking about a really great watch would look good on him. That's what I was thinking. Stockholm Publishings. What up, Dirk? Cheers from Scotland. Well, cheers to you I've never been to your beautiful country, and I'd love to one of these days. Give me some noise from New York. Some noise from New York. Great to see you, Stockholm Publishing. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you. Andrew says, nice. Joe LaFaro says, happy birthday, Happy birthday, Mr. Martin. Happy birthday. Dean says, nice Longines watch. I would just enjoy the watch and not watch. Yeah, no. He's enjoying the watch. He is. I personally think that watch would look great on like dark brown leather with a deployant, because that bracelet is just not screaming what it should be screaming to me. Like a beautiful deployant, like an actual Longines deployant with like a dark chocolate band. I think it would look really, really great. What do you think? I think so. Fergus says, happy birthday, Mr. Martin. James M. live in the show. Hey, great to see you. Oh, where are you staying? Uh-oh. It's Venice, obviously. Can I blow that picture up? Is there any way for me to blow this up? I can. The Daniele. Oh boy. The Daniele is a Four Seasons now. Oh my God. Can you believe it? Are you there right now? Are you at the Daniele? Wow. It's nice. I've never stayed there. We usually stay at the Excelsior and the Deban, which has been closed on the Lido since 2010. We stayed there by accident. I've told that story. But we stayed at the Bauer Palazzo, and the last time we were there, we got an Airbnb, which was interesting. I've never done an Airbnb before, but it was very cool. Very, very, very cool. But the Daniele, I've had drinks in. I've never stayed there. One of the classic hotels in Venice on the Grand Canal. It's always in movies because that lobby is crazy. It's multiple stories high with this grand staircase. But it's now operated by the Four Seasons, which is very interesting. I don't know if a lot of people know that. $9.99. Let's go super chat. Super chat guy. Where is he? Where is he? Where did he go? There he is. Thanks so much, James M. Great to have you live on the show. Happy birthday, Mr. Martin. You're going to get a lot of those. Dark brown croc band for that Longines. There you go. All the bashers are going to throw you. Once you're a basher, you're going to get all the intel. Oh my God. Oh my God. Angelo says, I will be the first to know when the beastie arrives. I can't wait. Yeah, James May has that white Milgauss. Day one when it came out, Dirk. He still has it. Oh, he wasn't wearing it there. But does he have a white Milgauss? Okay. I've got a Milgauss. I've got a brand new Rolex Milgauss. It's 2013, but it was new to me last year. Dean no, I understood that. Carolyn Martin. Speaking of being fanboys and girls, I must admit I have shown several people that Mom O'Malley knew who I was. Just saying. It is very interesting. Because we were at the hospital all day yesterday. When I came home, stopped at Umberto's, my favorite pizzeria in the world. And that includes Italy. Sorry, Italy. But I've never been to Napoli, so I can't say. And last time I went there, the pizza was less than great. They're famous for Sicilian. It's called Umberto's, and it's in New Hyde Park. And it's a famous place. They have franchised out now, and that's never good. Having said that, it was excellent. I brought home a pie, and then I just was on YouTube because I didn't want to sit and watch TV. And then I saw that, the whatchamacallit streams were on last night, and no coverage of Mama O'Malley, and it was just like, I was a little surprised because, Jer came on the show and, in her sling. And, she's one of the most beautiful, wonderful people in the whole wide world. And, there were a lot of people out there that were saying that, oh, it isn't true. Sheen's mother didn't hurt herself. And, well, kids, it's always amazing that people love to tell all the BS, but like nobody talks about Kevin Spacey being exonerated for all those accusations, and nobody talks about how Army Hammer's wife made up all that stuff with that woman. And it turns out he didn't do any of that stuff. When the truth comes out, the truth is always less salacious and less interesting to people. So there we got to see this wonderful, beautiful, incredible woman, one of my favorite people I've ever met. Oisin and Emmett's mom, and she's on the show for the better part of an hour. And while she's grateful that her kids rallied around her, and she hurt her arm and all that stuff. And it was like, sometimes guys, I have to just say, "Oh, we're sorry, we were wrong." That's all. It's very easy to do that. Am I right or am I right? I'm right. James M says, not there now, but my wife and I stayed there and love it. Yeah, well, sure. And now I don't know when you stayed there last, but I believe that this year is the first year, because they were just acquired. The Four Seasons doesn't really own property. They just manage them. So when you see the Four Seasons plaque, it's owned by somebody else usually, but it means it has to be under the umbrella of Four Seasons, which means it's going to have all of its standards and practices and great. And the Daniela, because it's so old and it's so revered that it needed some major financial upgrades, and a company like that can do it. So they make a major investment. And I've never been in any of the rooms there, but I've seen them on YouTube and etc. I've had drinks in the Gritty, all the big ones, the big hotels in Venice Venice proper are the Daniele, the Gritty Palace, the Bower, the Europa, Regina, and then I'm probably missing one or two of them. But those are the big ones. And the Amman, but that's new. That's New World, even though it's in an old palazzo. That's new. It's not a classic hotel. They just built that. I'm sure it's wonderful and all that stuff. And there's lots of other fine hotels, but the Gritty and the Daniele and the Bower were definitely the big ones. And the Europa Regina, which is now a property that is owned by the other big guys, the St. Regis. St. Regis bought those two beautiful hotels, made them one. They've always kind of worked as one hotel, but now there's a grand lobby and stuff like that. Very cool. But congratulations. That's what a really cool place to stay. Dean says, I watched the reruns off of the Eyebashes the second time Oisin has been quiet. Yeah, because he's letting his Nat talk. You don't interrupt your mother, right? Unbelievable. Thanks so much for all the comments, guys, and thank you for all of that. Apologize like a politician. We as a society need to do better. Just there was a couple of people, and there's one person out there who will remain nameless, who's kind of a double agent, and they were the one that said it. So just say you're sorry. That's the nice thing to do. Don't you all agree? Sometimes just saying you're sorry is just the thing to do. That's what I think. Anyway, it's everybody's favorite time. It's time for the Gallery of Bashtards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime beings of words. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Thank you so much. Let me get that banner off the screen. You guys know how to write me, basherdirk@gmail.com. Let's start off with, I don't know if everybody got this at the end of the last show, but this is a picture that completely encompasses who this person is. This is Emmett O'Malley with his Gibson Les Paul Black Beauty Custom and his Rolex No Date Submariner. And this personifies everything other than his beautiful wife and children, everything that he loves. That's all you need. That's all you need. Is that a big scratch on there? Ooh. Did a string break and do that? Oh, look at that. This is all mother of pearl inlay for anyway. And this particular logo, these kind of triangles and this rectangle, that only appears on the custom instruments, which is the highest line of a Les Paul. Beautiful instrument. Look at that. How did that happen, Em? Wow. Wowee, kazowie. Thanks, Palio, for that. I did show that the other night, but I just thought it was such a great shot. I want to show it again. Carolyn Martin also showed this, and I want everybody to remember the strength and beauty of animals. These are her beautiful horses who she loves. Look at these beautiful beasts. Oh my God. Running free and wild as they should. I rode a horse just once, and I'll tell you about the horses. I could tell that the horse did not want me on there. I could absolutely tell. And I felt bad, and I've never done it since. I know certain people have relationships. I could tell that not interested. Andrew Olkwich says that Senor knows he's about to be ambushed. Oh boy. He looks so peaceful and so tranquil and so quiet, and he's about to be ambushed. Uh-oh. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What's she gonna do? Boy. Uh-oh. That's almost like an action shot. I think this like parts 2, 3, and 4 are here. But that's funny. Where was that? Went for a beer. Guess who took the high ground? This is what happens when you had a beer. What kind of a picture is this? This is a very long picture, Andrew. How do you? Uh-oh. What is going? Oh, what is going? Oh boy, what is going on there? Oh, I thought that was a couch. It's an armchair. I've seen that many times. Where is he going? Oh my God. Unbelievable. Thanks, Andrew. What else? This is all in one night, I'm assuming. Sulking Olive, she caught me petting another cat. Oh no. Not to Olive. Oh. Who are you petting, Senor? They're all family. Come on. No. Wow. Thanks, Dean McKenzie. Rolex Explorer 2 in the bag. Uh-oh. 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 I certainly don't want to get pinned for that song because I hate that artist. That coffee looks good too. Oh, look at this. He got the call. He got the call, and look what he got. Wow. Oh, that looks great, man. Perfect. Are you? Oh, look at this. You're at the AD right now. That's the AD. Oh, they gave you coffee instead of a cocktail. Is that what happened there? Wow. Wowee. Why won't you move? Sometimes. There it goes. Wow. Up. And then a little root beer. Oh, look at this. Wait a second. What's going on here? You didn't trade in the root beer, did you? Look at that Navitimer. I love them. And I love that bracelet. I think it's so. I love these watches. I think they're so cool. Oh, look at this. You're so fancy. Wow. Wow. Look how cool that is. Oh, is that you doing that? It is. Look. Wow. Oh, what do we got there? Okay. There's nothing like getting that call from that AD. And I was wrong about that, by the way, about our new friend Joey. He's had a couple of AD experiences. I thought he hadn't had one yet. He's not a gray market guy at all. All AD experiences. It's like, wow, you started so young. I wish I had to. I wish I had to. Congratulations, man. That is fantastic. Dean, we are so happy for you. We're so happy for you. How about some beautiful art from the incomparable Julian? Amazing. Let's hit it. Look at that. Only Julian could figure that out. Wow, that's mysterious. That's some armoire. That is one serious armoire. Oh, Dean says that was a full gold root beer. Oh, it was a full gold root beer. Way past my pay grade. You'll get it. Oh, look at this. It's been a while. We're going to get snow soon, I guess. It's so cold here. Oh, look at this old Aperol ad. Look at that. Oh, man. I've never seen that bottle shape. And, we weren't, like Aperol's so popular in the U.S. now. And, of course, it's been popular in Italy forever. But I've never seen that earlier bottle iteration. That's cool. Oh, wow. That's beautiful, Julian. Uh-oh, Battersea. You gotta be crazy. Gotta have a real need. Who is this poor fella? Jesus. Wow. Look at this incredible, incomparable art. Beautiful, Julian. Wow. Oh, I've never been to Battersea. I've seen it from afar. My niece who lives in London goes there. She goes for shopping now because it's like a fancy mall. Which, listen, I'm happy it's still there. Is there a luxury hotel in there as well? Beautiful. Amazing. I love that angle. Wow, very cool. What is that? That is some kind of shock absorption system. Huh? Mr. Manfred Jensen. Wow. Beautiful, Julian. Marvels. All marvels. Look at him. Beautiful stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Julian. Always incredible to see your work. Martin Brown's got some pictures. Martin Brown, he's got a beautiful Bronson. Martin Brown, look at you. Look at this beast. My God, look at you. You are so special. So I read through the whole thing. He wrote to me about the new, they're moving house. And he was telling me basically just more hijinks from estate agents and stuff like that. How could you deny this beautiful creature their new forever home? And what a beautiful monster Maine Coon of a cat you are, you beautiful Bronson. Look at the posing. Look at this. Look at you baby. Oh, and then looking out the window. Looking out the window. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Mart. So great. So great. Incomparable. Hey, here's for okay. So and also Joey's very interested in he's got some very cool watches, but he's also very interested in Christopher Ward when we were talking about them. So here's some of the watches that Fergal has, and thanks for showing these, Fergal, because he's got a real thing for Chris Ward right now. Very cool. Yeah, beautiful designs. I love the Trident. Really cool. Yeah, ooh, that's one of the special ones. I love it. Amaze. I mean, you could open up your own showroom for Christopher Ward. Wow. I love that one too. Look how thin that watch is. Wow. Here's a couple of examples for you if you're watching the show, Joe. He's got lots more. And he says, Dirk, I don't want to say, oh, wait. Those are the ones he sold, by the way. I don't want to say much about my Omega that's coming to me soon. I'll receive it, but I'll do an unboxing when it arrives. Yes. I successfully paid for 90% of the incoming Omega from my 4 Chris Ward watch sales. So those are the ones he let go. Bit of a wrench selling 4 stunning CWs, especially as I've been building up my CW collection since 2011. At one stage, I had about 26. Wow. I'm now down to just 11. That's still quite a number. The only thing that comes close to that is maybe Carolyn Martin's Tudor collection. I might have to change my YouTube, Instagram name. No, I think you still can. My partner, Louise, has 16. Oh, you guys are both together crazy for Chris Ward. Mainly rare ladies collection ones. Oh, well, hit us up with a lot of those because we'd love to see them. And you know what? I love promoting Chris Ward because it's a beautiful brand. It's great. It's great stuff. Talk soon and still sing prayer. Thank you, man. Thank you so very much. I just want to make sure I got that message out as well. Thank you, kind sir. So here's a picture of Hardcore Shutterbug. I sent it to myself. That he sent me yesterday. Hardcore Shutterbug. With the man himself. With Bruce Dickinson of our Iron Maiden. And a bunch of people. Do we recognize everybody else? Yeah. He's got a real backstage pass on. Okay, that's great. Bruce is wearing a pair of shorts. Backstage at, I guess this is Prudential Center, right? I guess that would be. There's Steve and there's Bruce. Amazing. Yeah. This guy, there's nothing that guy can't do. And I don't know if it's a bit Napoleonic or whatever it is, because he's like 5'6", and the guy is outrageously talented and can do anything. Can do absolutely anything. It just goes to show you, you know. Angelo Minikilo, a motto to live by. Let's see that. I never make the same mistake twice. I make it 5 or 6 times, you know, just to be sure. Well, you know that old jazz expression, right? Hey, man, during the set, if you fuck something up, do it again. That's an old thing, because in jazz, who the hell would notice? Scootly bop bop, scootly, scootly bop bop, scootly bop bop. Just do it twice. Why not? They'll never know. They'll think it was intentional, and that's fine. James, 45 minutes, not moving an inch, watching squirrels eating pumpkins. Oh boy. Cats. Oh, the things that cats will do. Oh, the things that cats will do. Look at you. Because I want to get them all. Unbelievable, right? It's great, James. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. That's too much. Here's Crumpet Mail. Oh, look at Crumpet. Is it Crumple without Pixel? What's going on here? Oh, look at you. Oh, look who's on the show. Oh, look at you, you beautiful beast. Oh, man. The Crumpet and Pixel Show. Bonk. Thank you, buddy. Joe LaFaro, Vintage Omega, handsome Joe LaFaro. Oh, I see a cosmic in my mail. Oh boy. Ooh, look at that. Seamaster Cosmic, looking great. Oh man, that looks amazing. Look at that. With the crosshairs and everything. Yeah, I love the Cosmics. That strap, by the way, is sexy. I love the black. Look at that. That is beautiful. Perfection. I love me some Cosmic, buddy. Looks terrific on you too. Perfect. Oh yeah, I love Cosmics. I've always been a big fan of those. Super cool, super collectible now. Hope you've had that for a while. Not that you're ever going to get rid of it, because you're not the kind of guy. One more from JHB. Hey, pneumonia is horrible. Thank you so much. It is horrible, and she's got complications, and that's the problem. So look at this, some IWC action. Ooh, look at the illumination going on here. Great little combo. I know I need to get more into the whole. I need to go to IWC and just get bombarded by them, so I know much more about the whole thing. Because I don't know how. I know a lot of people have them, but they're very cool. They're very, very, very German, aren't they? Even though they're IWC is technically on the other side of the border, right? It's like a half a block. It's like a half a block from Germany, but it feels German. It feels so German. I mean, Switzerland feels German too, but still feels Swiss. I love the way you got this photograph going. Amazing. It's that town. There's like the little tiny bridge, and one side of it is Switzerland, and one side is Germany. Incredible. And Fergal. Oh, he sent Louise's. Whoops. Oh boy. This is Louise's collection. Can you stand it? Jesus. Oh my God. I mean, the people at Chris Ward know who you guys are at this point, right? You're famous. You should be. Why don't you do adverts for them? Oh, look at these. I've never, ever seen any of the actual ladies models, like ladies models. Wow. Look at that. And look, it just goes on and on and on. Does she only have Chris Ward Fergal? Louise, are you there? Because she's there sometimes. Oh, look at that beautiful tank. Oh, look, you got small seconds there. That's very attractive. These don't look like ladies only watches. That does. Wow, Ferg. Wow. Amazing, Louise. Good for you. And then you got some fancy wines down there. Maurice Saint Denis. Look at that. It's on a mouse pad or so, it seems. Incredible. Thanks for that, guys. Thanks for the Gallery of Bastards. Lovely collection. Hey, no Mork and Mindy today? Melly C? Could we possibly do? Could we end the Gallery of Bastards without at least one Mork and Mindy shot? Just say it just seems so standard. Like, how could we not do it? If you want, I'll just go find one. I could do it. I sent you pics. Where are they? She says, I sent you pics. Where? Did I miss them? Is that today? Oh. You know what it is? It was from Friday, right? Because I have it on the 8th. Oh my God, here we go. Are you ready, guys? On Saturday, okay. Yeah, that's why they were behind. Look. I mean, come on. Oh, brother. Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh. Uh-oh. Who's popping out of the box? It's nothing like on top of the riscaldimento, on top of the heating. Cats, look at that. I'm always so afraid that because we have baseboard heating now. We used to have radiators, the real ones. I always used to say in New York City, radiators. Hey, is the radiator? You feel anything coming up from the radiator? Oh, hello, Mork. Oh, how did I miss these? Because they're from yesterday. And yesterday I was just nowhere near the place. Oh man, look at you, beautiful Mork. Incredible. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Just stop. Just stop it. That's not funny. That's not funny. Watchfly says, "Oh, Mindy." Louise has a Tissot 18 karat white gold, a gift from her favorite aunt. It's the one on the far right in the 5 watch box in that photo. Let me go there so we can see it. The far right in the 5 watch box. A Tissot. Joey's got a Tissot too. In the 5 watch box. Far right. Okay, there you go. There it is. I gotta say, the small seconds, and these are beautiful. That's very cool. Oh, that's nice. How nice. How nice. What a collection. You guys are crazy. You crazy kids. You guys are nuts. Absolutely crazy. Thanks so much for the Gallery of Bastards, guys. That is the end of the gallery for today. I am still hopefully planning on doing Metal Monday, depending on how everything goes today. And I do have a new song to go along with it, courtesy of the incredible Emmett O'Malley. But that's the gallery.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Thank you guys so much for a wonderful show. It is Sunday Mass. Thank you for being there and in my corner. I'm grateful to have each and every one of you every single week, every single day this week. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what's happening with Watch Fashion Police while he's on in transit. If we don't do that, I will definitely be doing hopefully doing the Metal Mondays things. It's always very contingent on what's going on in the world with my mother-in-law, and let's hope that all goes well and we just can move forward and get the healing going and the recuperation and all of that stuff, because no one needs that in their life. We've got lots of holidays, lots of vacations to go on together. We have all these amazing things that we have planned for the future. I can't tell you how many amazing trips I've had in Europe with her. Amazing, hilarious, and thanks to her luxurious, she got us into the George Sank. I mean, I stayed at the George Sank. Who let me into the George Sank? I mean, it was so unbelievable, and it ruined me forever. That was in 2004. I had already stayed at the Deban in Venice in 99. And then I was like, oh man, I could get used to this. And then, because of her, she started doing all of our travel planning. And like we stayed at the George Cinq in Paris. And let me tell you something, that place is no joke. And that's Four Seasons too, by the way. I didn't know that. It's not owned by them. It's owned by some sultan, obviously, as is probably the Gritty and all the other Daniele. But we have lots of plans to do lots of more amazing things with her, and we need to get that done, and we need to get this out of the way. So thanks everybody so much for all of your love and support. It means so very, very much to me. So go in peace to love and serve the bash. Hold the door open, say please and thank you. Remember, if you encounter unkindness, you can't quite be sure what that person's going through. Give them a little bit of rope to handle themselves, and then you'll know. But I don't say what I usually say on a day like today. So I'll just say, go in peace to love and serve the bash. Thanks again.
The choir sweet hymn, it lifts a sigh of prayer all the days our hearts desire. It's Sunday Mass to be inspired.
We gather here, our faith like fire.
Together we're strong in our desire. We light up the night in a blazing world. And Sunday Mass we don't need no Messiah. Let's come to bash.
Here's Andrew's waiting music.